Hi everyone, I'm Marissa Kobe with Amazing Profit Media, and I'm here today with Mike McClary. You guys probably already know him, but in case you don't, he is an Amazon seller. He's also an Amazon vendor, which is really exciting. And he has two courses live with Amazing.com. And if you guys are interested in what he's saying today, you'll want to check him out at Amazing.com Summit next week. He'll be presenting a topic there, so make sure you stop by and say hi to him and hear what he has to say. But today we're going to cover Amazon giveaways, which is a new thing that Amazon is allowing, and Mike is going to tell us a little bit about it and how you can get the most out of it. He also is going to be giving away a really cool prize today, and in order to qualify, you do have to have a Twitter account. So if you don't have one yet, take a minute, go make one. It takes 1 minute. You can do it on your phone or your computer while you're listening. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Mike now. Thanks for joining us today, Mike.
Hey, thanks, Marissa. I really enjoyed being here. I haven't done one of these in a while, so it's good to be back. First, I'm going to give a shout out to the amazing moms. Thank you for my Star Wars May the Froth Be With You mug. It's coming in handy right now. It's perfect for the timing of this call here. So today, we're going to talk about something called Amazon giveaways. They've been around for a long time. But most people don't know about them and don't use them. And so I think last year, some people started using them for the vendor program probably early in the springtime because primarily you give away vendor products only, so those that are shipped and sold by Amazon. But they made a pretty big change a few months ago when now all of us FBA sellers can actually give them away too. So I put together some slides. I'm going to pull those up right now and go through them. Ready? So let's do that. Okay. All right, so first, we're going to go over some of the contest requirements we're going to talk about right now. So first off, today, we're going to use an actual Amazon giveaway to give away a prize on the call. I think the best way to show people how to use something is to use it and really get them involved in it. So you're going to see me create the contest. I took screenshots of how I did that, and then you're actually going to be a participant in the contest. So everyone here on the call can go ahead and enter the contest and win an Amazon Tap Bluetooth speaker. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're Alexa enabled. They're really cool. It's the speakers that you can talk to Alexa on your phone, and they'll play whatever songs you want. They'll answer whatever questions you want. They're really cool. We have them at our house. My kids love them, so I chose that prize to give away. But in order to do that, you need two things. One, have to have an Amazon.com account, and I'm assuming most of the people on this call have that. And that has to have a shipping address in the United States. So for those of you who are not in the U.S., you can't actually order a product off of Amazon.com and have it shipped you here. That will exclude you from the contest. For now, I'm really sorry about that, but Amazon hasn't rolled this out internationally yet. It's just U.S. And the second thing that you'll need is a Twitter account. So if you don't have a Twitter account, go out there and set one up. It literally takes a minute. I created my first Twitter account, my first personal Twitter account, just this week, 2 days ago, and I'm going to show you that in a few minutes, as a matter of fact. You'll see exactly how many incredible followers I have so far. I think it's like 11 or 12 so far. But one important thing also is that even though the winners have to be people have a shipping address in the United States, in order to use an Amazon giveaway, you don't have to be. You can be an international person living anywhere you want to and still use a giveaway in order to boost your products and your sales and your brand and your company. And I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so now that I got that out of the way, let's first talk briefly about what are Amazon giveaways. And again, most of you may know this, but not all of you. They're pretty much just a promotion or a contest, and it's actually run by Amazon through a separate division called the Amazon Giveaway Service. And they allow anyone, so not just a seller, like not just vendors, not just sellers, but anyone, even a regular person who buys products on Amazon, they can actually host a giveaway. And you'll see why later on. But if you want to have a contest for your family members or your friends, or let's say you're having a high school reunion, you can use an Amazon giveaway to give away prizes and maybe drive people to sign up for your high school reunion Twitter account. There's so many different ways these can be used, but I'm going to focus on how you can use them as a seller on Amazon.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Can you go out of full screen real quick? We're
Yep.
only able to see PowerPoint right now. We can't see your slides specifically.
Oh, so now can you see them?
Still no.
Okay, hold on. I am going to come back online here. Sorry about this, folks. And then how about I share my entire screen?
That would probably work.
All right.
There we go.
Michael, if you can see those now.
Yeah. I think that's working. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks, Mike.
All right. Sorry, everyone. When my screen's in full screen, I can't see any messages coming in about that. Sorry about that. But basically, this slide just tells you the same things I told you. Need to have an Amazon.com account with a U.S. shipping address and a Twitter account. And you can use these giveaways for many, many different things. So let's talk about who does use giveaways. Traditionally, and up until a few months ago, usually it was vendors or big marketing firms that specialize in promotions that use them. So maybe Gillette or Gerber or one of those big brand national companies, they would actually host giveaways by themselves or hire companies to do giveaways. And the reason they did it is because it's a really easy way to launch a new product or just create buzz around your brand, or as some people do, you can reward your customers or even your employees. So actual companies like my old company, Charter Communications, Ernst & Young, other companies, they can use giveaways and to give away prizes to their employees. And that just makes it really easy because Amazon takes care of everything. They choose the winners, they ship the products to the winners, they make sure if there's any tax filing requirements. So for example, if a prize you're giving away is over $500, the IRS wants to know about that. Now, I've never given away anything over $500, so that hasn't become an issue. But if it were to be an issue, it's nice to know that Amazon takes care of that. So those are the typical people who run giveaways. However, like I mentioned just a few minutes ago, anyone can run a giveaway. Any mom or pop shop, any person, anyone can have a giveaway and just have a contest if they're feeling generous and give away pretty much anything sold on Amazon now. Now, here are the reasons and what you can do with your Amazon giveaways. Number one, and what I'll be showing you today, is you can grow your Twitter following with customers that are interested in your niche of products. And you can literally get thousands of followers by doing this. And the beautiful thing about that is, let's say you just launched your first Amazon product yesterday, and you're really wanting to, show people that you are a legitimate brand and company. You want people to follow, your Twitter account. You want people to see your Facebook page. Well, if you have a giveaway, you can overnight get 1,000 or 2,000 followers easily. We just did this again with our own business, my brother and I, last night. We got an additional 1,500 followers, and we gave away one product that was selling for $7.99. That's like a huge return on my investment. 1,500 followers for basically $8 plus shipping. That's all that it took in order to get that. So they can really increase your brand awareness and also make you look like a really legitimate company on Twitter overnight. Now, something else you can do if you don't want to do a Twitter follow contest is you can get a lot of people to go watch a video, any video that you create and put up on YouTube. So again, let's imagine you just launched a product and you want people to go and see how awesome your product is. Or maybe you're giving away that product for a huge discount. Maybe it's like 50 or 60% off. You create an awesome looking video, and you know that if people just see this video and they see this awesome sale on your product, everyone's going to want to buy your silicone spatula or whatever it is. But you got to get people to watch that video. And paying for those on, for example, on Google or YouTube, those ads can rack up the costs pretty quickly. So running a giveaway, it's another way of doing it. You can literally have hundreds or even thousands of people watch your video overnight. And for anyone familiar with Amazon and YouTube videos, the more views you get in a short amount of time, the higher you move up in the search rankings for those keywords and for what your video is about. That's another really cool thing you can do. Now, the last thing I have on this list you can do is you can also get customers to visit your Facebook page, Instagram, Pinterest, or your website. Now, full disclosure here, that isn't always easy to do. I'm going to show you how to try to do it, but it's not one of the options that I'm going to show you when they set up. Pretty much the options are follow you on Twitter, watch a YouTube video, maybe follow your author account if you're a Kindle author, or also watch an Amazon video. They don't actually make liking a Facebook page as one of the options, but that's okay. You can start off by getting the video views and the Twitter followers first, and then move on to that with the way that I'm going to show you how to do it. So there are a few other really cool things you can do. So because they recently said that Amazon FBA sellers can also give away their own products now. Like before, it had to be a product that was shipped and sold by Amazon. So you had to pay for that full price of the product. Unless you were a vendor, you're just buying product and giving away. Still a good idea. Still made sense because you got a lot of benefits out of it. But now think about this. You're an Amazon FBA seller. So instead of me giving away someone else's products, I'm going to give away my products. Now that means that I have to go in and buy these products. However, I'm going to see most of that money coming back. So for those products that we sold last night for, we sold one basically for $7.99 plus shipping, I'm probably going to get back, $4 or $5 from Amazon because my company sold that product. So the costs are much less now when you're giving away your own products. Now another really cool thing is that, because you're shipping these products or Amazon shipping these products that you're selling and you're communicating directly with the people entering your contest, you can pretty much put any message out there in front of them. You can say if they win the contest or if they lose the contest, hey, you know what? Thanks for entering. Also, if you want to win more free stuff or get notified of sales of our awesome brand of products, like our Facebook page, join our VIP list. Here's the link. You can give them the links right in the messages where I'm going to show you to do that. So it's a really cool thing as an FBA seller that now you have a lot of other ways to communicate with potential customers. All right, so real quickly, it's contest time. I've kind of held off. I want to give people time to go there and get a Twitter account set up, and hopefully you've done that by now. And if you've done that, I don't want you to go and follow me. That's not yet. I want you to go ahead and enter the contest by going to this address. It's a bit.ly address, so that's bit.ly/winalexa. Since this is an Alexa-enabled device, that's the link that's going to take you to it. So WINALEXA. If you go there, you will be able to immediately see what an Amazon giveaway looks like to your customers. It's really cool. Just follow the instructions, and pretty much the instructions are going to be click on this link, follow the person, whoever's hosting the contest. It's me. I've created a brand new Twitter account just for this contest. So you'll be able to enter the contest immediately just by following me, and then Amazon's going to tell you right away if you won. And so if you have won, by the way, so I'm giving away 2 of these. So if you're one of the winners, please go ahead and actually post that you're the winner inside of the YouTube video that you're watching this on. So below, make a comment down below it. I'm going to give you guys a minute to go ahead and check that out. And while I do that, I am going to show you my Twitter account that I just set up. All right, here we go. So there we go. I just put this together 2 nights ago. As you can see, I've made a grand total of 1 tweet. And I have 14 followers. How I have 14 followers, I have no idea. I'm assuming that people just, when they see new accounts, sometimes they go out there and they start following random people. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but in the lower right-hand corner, I am getting notifications that people are following me already. People are entering the contest. So all I need to do is watch this. I have 14 followers. Let's refresh that screen. So in the matter of 1 minute, I've gained about 35 followers already. I'm up to 51 followers. And I'm also going to show you what it looks like from the Amazon side on the giveaway. Let's go over here. This is the Amazon setup. So I'm going to walk you through how I did this, but once you set up your giveaway, this is the screen that you will see. It's going to talk about the product that you're giving away over here, the rules you put in. I didn't know how many people were going to be on the call here, so I put in 1 every 1,000 people will win, up to 2,000 winners. Also, it talks about some of the basic things down here. Like I said, you have to be a resident of the United States, 18 years old. Gives you the giveaway link that I shared with you. Now, that's a really long one. You probably can't even see it on this video. That's why I made it a little bit easier, but it's an Amazon giveaway link. And then at the time that this call started, there were 0 entrants and none of the prizes were won. So if I refresh this screen, let's go ahead and refresh it. It's probably going to make me log in again. That's okay. All right. So as you can see, I already have 51 people who have entered the contest, and none of them won yet. Now, we've done this as a random giveaway, so it's randomly going to pick someone out of the first 1,000 people and give away that Amazon Alexa speaker. But this is a real cool screen to go to and watch how your contest keeps progressing. You can also, like I said, go to your Twitter account. You can keep seeing all these notifications over here, keep refreshing it. The numbers are just going to keep going up. I have 80 now. So it's really cool just to see that if this were my brand page, this were Mike's Ninja Spatulas, we'd already have close to 100 followers all in a matter of minutes, and we have not yet given away anything. Now we will, because that's the rule. That's what you want to do. You want to give away something really cool, typically a product in the niche that you're selling, your product, and something that your followers and your customers might like. All right, so I'm going to get away from this. Everyone's looks like you're quickly entering the contest. That's awesome. Let's go back over to the presentation real quick. Okay, so now how did I set up that giveaway screen? Well, so anyone here is a seller on Amazon. You know that you have inside of Seller Central the promotions link. This is where you create a coupon. And just a few months ago, this magical little button appeared called the giveaway. And a lot of people didn't know what that was. Luckily, I'd been a vendor for a while, so I knew what it was. I had no idea that they were making these available to FBA sellers. So, of course, we clicked on it, and we decided to create our first giveaway. And when you do that, it's going to go ahead and show you all your products. So, as you can see, we are the #1 seller of the Accoutrements Horsehead Mask. By the way, I'm kidding. That's not our product. I dummied this screen up because I thought that would look really interesting. But your products will be shown here, and they will allow you to pick any one of these products. Like normally you'd see a whole list of them, and you simply click on the Set Up a Giveaway button, and it'll take you to a screen to set it up. Now, one important thing to keep in mind, in order to allow your products to be available for giveaways, you need to go into your account settings. It's under Settings, and then Account Settings, and FBA Settings. And there will be a setting under there that says allow your products to be eligible for giveaways. You need to enable that first. By default, it's not. But you want to enable that, and then that way you will be able to go ahead and select this option and give away your products. Now, what happens when you click this button to set up a giveaway, it actually takes you right outside of your Seller Central account. You leave that screen, and you're going to literally go to the product detail page for whatever product you're giving away. For me, when I was setting this up, it was the Amazon Tap. This is the product that I am giving away today. And a really cool thing about giveaways is that you don't even have to do these from inside of Seller Central. Anyone, you can go in there and find your product right on Amazon, and all you need to do is scroll down to the bottom of the screen, and if you've enabled giveaways on your account, you will see this on your product screen. Set up an Amazon giveaway, and it just tells you a little bit about it, but pretty much you click the button, and then it's going to allow you to set up the giveaway, and you put in all the parameters that we're going to talk about here. So now, one of the things that we do when we set up the giveaway is that we are going to want to have people follow our Twitter account. You have different options. I'm going to show you those too. But if you choose to be Twitter followers as your goal, it's going to say, hey, authorize us to be able to connect to your Twitter account. You're going to see this. I just didn't want you to freak out when you see it. Just authorize the app, and it'll take you right back to your screen. And here you go, and here are the different options for the giveaway. So I hope you can see this. The product that you're giving away is at the top. This is the Amazon Tap. Then there's going to be 3 different giveaway types: random, lucky number, and first come, first serve. And I'll quickly explain those to you. Random just means that if I'm giving away one prize for every 100 people, Amazon is going to randomly pick one of those people. It could be the 1st, 5th, 10th, 99th, or 100. The lucky number means that you have a little more control over it. So again, if I'm giving away one prize for every 100 entrants, it's always going to give that prize away to the 100th person, then the 200th, then the 300, multiples of 100. You have a little more control over it that way, and that way you know that you're always going to get a certain number of followers for your contest. I always use one of these two, random or lucky number. I actually kind of like random because it makes it a little more exciting, because like as of right now, one of you guys could have already won. The very first person into the contest could have won, or the second person. Lucky number, I would have known that like no one until the 1,000th person watching this is going to win the contest. So I like random. First come, first serve. That's really if you're having a contest for your employees or maybe for some of your customers, and you simply want the first 10 people to win the prize. That's the option you were to check if you want to do that. Now below there, you're going to select the number of prizes you're giving away. It's anywhere from 1 to 30. You get to choose how many you want to. I would suggest for people just testing this out, give away one prize. That's all you need to do. There's no reason to go out there and spend money on 10, 20, or 30 products. Start off with one. You can run these every single day if you want to. So just start off small, give away one, and then you get to pick how many people out of how many people have to enter before they win. So again, for this contest we're running here for the Alexa, I picked for each participant, I gave away 2 products, and each participant out of 1,000 were to win the product. And that's the number you put in here. Now that number that I'm kind of like moving my mouse around, that will change based upon the value of the product. So if your product is pretty low priced, like for example ours last night was $7.99, it's going to be, I believe, the highest you can go up to is 2,000. So I could give away one product, and the most I could get is 2,000 Twitter followers. For something like the Amazon Tap, that's over $100. I could literally, that number there is 20,000. So I can give away one product, and I can get 20,000 followers. It doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to get that number of people entering the contest, because you have to promote this contest, but they do adjust the number of kind of like rewards you're going to get, number of followers, number of video views, based on the value of the product. So again, I picked 2 out of 1,000, and then down on the list of how I'm going to grow my audience, I picked the second one, the follow your Twitter account. That's what I recommend starting off with. That's the easiest, and that's the best way to grow your social media account. Again, if you're an author, you just want people to follow you, you select the follow an author option. If you're launching an Amazon short video, most of us aren't able to do that. Like, Amazon shorts are a fairly new thing. Amazon is trying to compete with YouTube channels, so they're now letting people create mostly big, I guess kind of like YouTube stars are allowed to create their own channels on Amazon. We're not able to do that yet. I assume that's going to grow pretty soon. They're going to start launching that to more companies like us and let us put our videos out there, but for now they can't. The other option will be watch a YouTube video. This is awesome. You literally just put your YouTube link there to your video, and then everyone who enters your contest will have to watch that video. That video could be nothing more than a blatant promotion for your product, telling people to go buy it and giving them a 20% coupon. It's awesome. And then they have another option, answer a poll. I would never use that, really. I'm sure there's a reason why you could. Again, maybe if I was an employer and I wanted to find out how many employees hated me, I might have a poll for that. Or I might not, I don't know. Or there's no additional requirements. You just want to be a nice guy and give away something today. I'm nice, but I'm not that nice, so I would always pick the follow Twitter or watch a YouTube video. So once you do that, again, that's how I picked that button. You hit the next, and it's going to allow you to create your messaging. So this is the screen here where you're going to give your giveaway a title. So for mine, for example, for those who've entered it, it's something, win an Alexa-enabled Amazon Tap. That was the title of this, and it'll tell you your character limits here, minimum 5, max 50, and all these fields it'll give that to you for. I'm already connected to my Twitter account, so it pulls in that little picture of me and Sir Richard, hanging, chilling, having a beer, as we normally do. And then, no, I wish. And then here's your welcome message. So when you get to the screen that you guys saw, this will be the message. This is kind of your way to say, all right, thanks for entering the contest. Here's what you need to do, and also, please follow my Facebook page or like my Facebook page, or go to Pinterest and check out my Pinterest pictures, or go to Instagram and like my pictures. You have 250 characters. Make use of them and try to tell the people why they want to follow you and why you also want them to pay attention to you on social media and other places, because you're going to give them some great deals on the products that you have available to you. Then the win page, simply that. If someone wins, this is the message you're going to want to give to them. For me, it's something like, congratulations, that's awesome. Amazon's going to take care of everything. If you don't mind, and what I like to do, I like to ask them, share with other people that you won, because so many people in this world think that these contests are bogus, that you're not really giving away anything. So if someone wins, I want them to share that with the world so people know that this is a real thing. My company or me as a person, we really do give away prizes like this. So ask them to share that. And then the lose page, this is probably the most important one of all. If someone does not win the prize, they're kind of down, they wanted to win that Amazon Alexa Tap, this is where you try to tell them, hey, you didn't win now. However, if you go to my Facebook page and like it, within 24 hours when this contest ends, I'm going to give away another one of these prizes just for the heck of it to all the people that like the page. So this is your chance to try to pull them in. You already have them as a Twitter follower. Try to get them to like something else, like get on your email list, join your VIP club, or like your Facebook page. Anything to try to keep the interaction going among them. So you type those in, and again you hit next. And what I want to do here, I want to give you some examples of what I put into those different fields. Here's my title example, my message example, the win page example, the lose page example. This is going to be recorded here, so if you don't see all these right now, I can't read them all right now, you'll be able to come back to this and watch this again, but it's pretty much what I just told you on the slide before. And now, so let's switch over. I want to see exactly how the contest is going. All right, so we had 80 followers before I started babbling on there, and now we are up to 761 followers. I don't know about you guys, that's pretty damn cool that I can launch a Twitter account and get that many followers in the matter of 20 minutes. That's crazy. Let's also switch over. Let's see if anyone has won yet. I hope someone has. Oh, someone's won. This is awesome. All right, I'm going to announce the winner here. You click this button here. Oh, wait. Okay, so one prize has been claimed, but they're confirming the winner. So someone on this call right now is not paying attention to me, and that's totally fine because they're off entering the details on their prize that they just won. That's really cool. As soon as they confirm the prize, their name's going to show up here, and I'm going to know who the winner is, and so will you guys too. That's pretty cool. We have a winner though. All right, so let's go back to the slide here, and I'm going to take a quick break real quick. Marissa, anything going on here? Any questions that you want me to answer before I start continuing on here? I'm not to the total Q&A part, but are there any issues with the audio, the video, or the contest?
No, Mike, you are perfect. I mean, the only issue is I'm a little upset that I didn't win, but I'm glad someone won. That's really cool. But no, everything's good on our end.
All right, fantastic. Okay, so back to the presentation then. So yeah, this is cool. It might sound really neat to give away stuff, but how do you tie that in? If I'm an Amazon seller, an FBA seller like we all are, how do I really tie this in? So this is what we do in order to use giveaways for our business. We talked about a little bit before. So for new brands, launch a giveaway and you immediately get a ton of Twitter followers. That gives you instant social proof. So anytime that you go out there and you tweet something about your new products, your new launches, people will check how many followers you have. And if you have close to 1,000, people take you a little bit more seriously than they do if you have like 20 or 30. Also for new products, so not just a new brand, but if you're having a new product, a giveaway will not only raise awareness about your product, but it's going to get you immediate sales. And let me kind of talk about that for a second. We've all been there where we launch a product and you're sitting there on Amazon waiting for your product to make a sale. It just doesn't happen by itself. You have to run an ad, have to have someone buy it. Sometimes Amazon just needs a trigger. They need to see someone buy your product in order to show your product on their site, and it's a vicious catch-22. Well, a giveaway gets you that sale. So when you launch a giveaway, you are buying that product. You're buying your own product, and that counts as a full sale. Amazon gives you credit for a full-blown sale for that product, and it sets off a trigger in their system that, hey, wow, this product's selling. I might want to start showing it on the search pages. It's not going to get you to first page. I don't want you to think that, but this is kind of a trigger to help your product selling. And just so you know, it's totally within their terms of service too. So before, it used to be a huge faux pas against TOS. You can't buy your own product. We all know that. I hope we all know that. It's a big no-no. You don't want to go out there and buy it. For a giveaway, you're not buying the product for yourself. You're creating a giveaway, which Amazon has sanctioned and said it's awesome. It's a win-win for everyone, so that's not the case here. Feel free to use a giveaway for them. Now, if you have an existing product that's been selling for a while, a giveaway is also another way to get a short sales burst. So imagine you want to give away like 20 or 30 products. Let's say that you are having an Amazon sales blitz or an Amazon traffic blitz. Hopefully, a lot of people on this call have seen my course, Amazon Traffic Blitz, and I've talked about having a burst of sales over a sustained period of time, 4 or 5 days or so, maybe even after that. Those really, when you have that over a certain number of days, that helps get your product selling and Amazon taking notice. And even though you are not going out there and targeting any specific search terms, it starts moving you up in the search rankings. It looks at your title, looks at your keywords, looks at your bullet points, looks at what your product is optimized for, and it knows that you should be showing up for silicone spatulas, and they start boosting you because they're seeing sales over a certain amount of time happening, day over day over day for 4 or 5 days. Well, let's say you're at the tail end of an Amazon sales blitz and you want to get another day full of sales. Have a giveaway, 30 products. Buy 30 products and give them away to the first 30 people. As long as you don't care about your social proof, you've already done that. As long as you don't care about people watching videos, let's say you already did that, you just want to get sales, you can use a giveaway to get up to 30 full price sales on your product all in one day. Legitimately, completely, within Amazon's rules. It's a win for your customers. It's a win for you as a seller. It's a win for Amazon. They make money. You can't see this, but I'm flinging my arms all over the place. I'm having a good time talking with my hands today. But it's a great way to get a sales burst, and no one else that I know of has ever thought about that. Use a giveaway as a sales burst. So hopefully, if you take one thing away, you can take that away from this call here. Now, there are some other tips and tricks for really, I'm going to say, rocking your giveaway. Most importantly, you got to know what your goal is. I kind of just went over that. Is your goal to launch your brand and create awareness for it? Then your goal should be to get Twitter followers. Is your goal to launch a new video and maybe to offer something about your product or your brand in a video? Then you want to choose get your YouTube views as your goal. Is your goal just to get a sales burst? Well, then pick either one you want, Twitter, videos, whatever you want to. But I'd probably pick the video, but just go out there and get a sales burst, and don't even worry about don't even worry about having 2,000 people have to watch your video before you give away a prize. Give away a prize every 10, 20, 100 entrants. You're going to get probably close to 1,000 people wanting to get your prize no matter what you do. There's just that many people out there that pay attention to giveaways. So don't sell yourself short. Go out there and say that you're going to give away 30 products, one every, let's say, 25 customers, if you just want to do a sales burst. So now another important thing too, giveaways just don't promote themselves. Amazon does have their own Twitter account. It's called, wait for it, Amazon Giveaway. Yep, that's their name. They do sometimes tweet about their giveaways here, and that helps get you some exposure. But the most important thing is you do need to help promote your giveaway. And what we do, now that we're a little more established, we'll send out an email to our existing customers. They love that email because it's an email to say, hey, we're giving away a product because we just launched a new product. Go ahead and enter it. What do you got to lose? You can win a free product. We also post it on our Facebook page, and then since we already have a Twitter account, we go out there and put it on Twitter. Now, we always want to make sure that when you do have a giveaway, so for one, remember, you got to do some promotion. I also like running a short little Facebook ad. It can be a post you make on your own Facebook page that you just promote it. That's a real easy way to do it. Just do a promoted post to go out there and try to get some people out there checking out your giveaway. Once you get some people doing that, they'll start sharing it among themselves, and the giveaway will kind of take off on its own. But you do have to promote it. So now, again, another way to really make your giveaway work well is you want to try to drive people to check out your website, your Facebook page. And if you do send them to your website, do something called a retargeting pixel. Now, I don't have time to go into that, and I actually have someone help me with that because it can be a little technical. But the great thing about that, for everyone who does go to your website, maybe to read more about you, you'll drop this retargeting pixel, and then you can advertise to them later. You can try to sell them whatever products you want using, like, for example, we do it with Facebook ads. We also use AdRoll. Those different products, those advertising tools, allow you to follow people who visited your websites all over the internet and show them your products. And retargeting, another takeaway, not just for giveaways, but retargeting in general, is a great way to increase your sales for any time you're doing any kind of paid traffic. So we always make sure we do some retargeting as much as we can on a giveaway. Now, some more tricks also. So now, anyone who loses, and that'll be the most of the people, they're going to see that little "I'm sorry you didn't win" screen, just like you, Marissa. Sorry about that. We try to go on Twitter and we tell people that, hey, you know what? Even though you may have lost, please, sign up for our VIP list. We give them the link to our website. Sign up for our VIP list, and we're going to give away as many free products as we can. So we go back into Twitter and we start telling people, hey, you didn't win, but if you email us, you get on our list, we'll give you a free product. And we usually get, 15, 20 additional people who want a free product. We send them a coupon. We then have them on our email list. It's a great way of getting additional customers, and also if you're looking for a sales burst, another way to get additional sales for your product by giving them coupons. A little trick. I actually learned this one from Matt Clark. We were touching base a few weeks ago. He was running a giveaway. He had a few questions on it. And one thing he decided to do was periodically throughout his giveaway, he just retweeted something using the Amazon giveaway hashtag. And what that does is that shows back up on the Amazon giveaway Twitter account, and there are lots of people pay attention to that because they want to try to win free stuff. Every time he did that, he saw a burst of Twitter followers come into his account, and it was just kind of another way to keep the contest going until you're out of all your products. Again, create a Facebook ad for your giveaway. I'll tell you one thing that I like to do. I don't really worry about the picture too much. Like, it doesn't have to be the product. I just kind of try to get the coolest looking picture that'll get the most attention that it possibly can. And I start, targeting people with my Facebook ad that I think might want to win that product. And speaking of targeting, this is like, it's in bold, it's italicized, it's probably the most important thing that I want you to take away. I gave you a great tip earlier, but this is an important item to take away. The people that you target and enter your contest, they're going to be the people that you have access to on Twitter. So I found this out the very first time we did a giveaway. I targeted people who like free stuff. You guys may have heard of Slick Deal's website. I did a whole bunch of, when I went into Facebook, created my ad, I targeted all these discount websites, people who like free stuff. Well, you know what? Those are all the people that entered the contest, and I got a lot of followers. It was awesome. But then when I tried marketing to those people, they're a very, very hard sell because they're used to free stuff. They want free stuff. Now, I wanted the social media presence and the followers, so it's totally fine. That was my goal. I wanted to get that, verification that we have a lot of followers. That was great. Now, however, maybe after you already have enough followers, the next time you do a giveaway, target people in your niche. So if you sell kitchen products, when you create a Facebook ad, target people who, here's a great tip, who like Amazon and who like to cook. Those are the kind of people that if they win your product and follow you on Twitter, those are the kind of people that you can market to and have a better chance of getting sales out of later on. And then lastly, if you want to learn more about Amazon giveaways, I have an entire video on it. It's actually in my course called Advanced Product Marketing for Amazon, and it's in Module 4. Now, this video it's about 20 minutes long. It actually shows me walking through a complete giveaway setup. What I did, giving away some products before. It's live and in action as I was doing it. The only difference is it doesn't do it for an FBA product yet. It was back in the days where they had to be vendor-sold products. Other than that, everything else is true. How you want to message people, how you set the giveaway up, what it looks like during part of the screen. So if you want to go back, check out that video. You'll get some other tips on how to set up a giveaway too. And I will be updating it to incorporate that now FBA sellers are allowed to do this. And now, Marissa, I know that we're going to have some questions, but I came up with a few questions and answers that I'm assuming that if I were sitting on the other end of this and I hadn't known a lot about giveaways first, what might I want to know? So here's a question I came up with. First off, who pays for the prizes? And answer, you do. This kind of turns people off, but you know what? It's like giving away a product. You have to pay for these prizes. You get the sales burst out of it, but the benefit is you get about 60% of that back. After Amazon takes their fees, you get to get a lot of that money back. So you're not really totally out of all the money you're spending on this. So sometimes we'll spend maybe $400 on a giveaway, depending on the price of the product. We get back, 250 or so bucks in our Amazon Sales Central account because we get paid for those. Also, and I didn't put this in the slide because I don't want to put this in writing, but there is a chance that if you lower your price right before you do a giveaway, and then you do the giveaway, you'll get the lower price, and then after the giveaway, you can raise the price back up. Not going to say you should necessarily do that. I'm not going to neither affirm nor deny that I've ever done that, but if you're worried about cost, you can try to do that. Just keep in mind that sometimes if your product gets too low in price, it's not eligible for giveaways. Usually it's somewhere around $6, $7, $8, depends on the weight of it also. So if you notice that your product is not eligible, it may be that it's not priced high enough. Just try raising it up a little bit more. You don't have to do that though. Again, there's just kind of a little tip there. What's the right number of prizes to give away? This is a simple one. The more you give away, the better results. But again, you can still use one product. Just give away one product. You'll get hundreds, if not thousands, of followers and views by using that one product. So I always suggest start off small, and then as you get used to the giveaways, bump up the number you're giving away. And you might get to a point, like when you're doing a sales burst, you just want to thank your customers. It's a great way to have a contest for your customers, your existing customers, to go out there and get a free product. You get the sales burst. You get very happy customers. They tell people about it. They love you. Just a great way to do it. What's better? There's 3 different methods for giving away we went over before: random, lucky number, or that last one was first come first serve. Again, I like either random or lucky number. If I'm only giving away a few prizes, I like lucky number because you get the maximum number of entrants. But if you're giving away more prizes, like 10, 20, or 30, then I choose random to mix things up a bit. For this contest, I did random because I wanted to make sure that if we didn't get 1,000 people, that someone had a better chance of winning it, and it looks like they did. So what price do I have to pay for my product? MSRP, sale, lightning deal. So the price again is whatever someone can buy your product for today online is the price you have to pay. The only catch is for lightning deals. I tried that. We had a lightning deal 2 days ago, and I quickly said, aha, I'm going to really get a good giveaway out of this. I went in and tried doing a giveaway for my product in the lightning deal, And it said, sure, we'll let you do that, but you're not getting the lightning deal price. So it's whatever the price is. If it's a sale price that you have on your page, that's what you get, but not lightning deal price. And are there any other costs? Yes, that's an important one. You have to pay for shipping and taxes. So hopefully most people entering are Amazon Prime, so you don't have to pay for shipping. And most of these products don't charge taxes, depending on what your FBA settings are. But just keep in mind that there might be some shipping and taxes, depending on what rules Amazon has set up for these. Sometimes Amazon says, you know what, we're technically giving this away, so we're going to charge some taxes on these. You do have to pay for those. Again, it's pretty small what it is, but just be aware that you may have to pay for those. And I think that is about it. Real quickly before I get to the other questions and answers, again, I have 2 courses on Amazing.com. Again, I'm not selling anything on this video. Hopefully, I'm just giving away knowledge, giving away the Amazon tap. But if you do like some of the content, check out my 2 courses, Advanced Product Marketing on Amazon. It's going to show you how to use Amazon marketing services to sell your products. Still, most FBA sellers, the vast majority, are not using that. Also, check out Amazon Traffic Blitz, the best way to launch and relaunch your product that I know of. And if you want, again, want to look at the video where I show you how to set up your own giveaway, that's the actual link. It's lessons/2592 if you're in there, but just go to the Advanced Product Marketing course, go to Module 4, and you'll see it there. And then again, making note, I'm going to be updating that video so that it's showing that you can also use FBA products now too. And lastly, hope to see as many of you as possible in Austin next week. I will be there. I'm going to be speaking. I'm not going to say what day I'm going to be speaking on, but it'll be one of the days down there. And I'm looking forward to hanging out, relaxing, and saying hi to as many people as possible. If you see me, please come up and say hi. I may be a little busy, like between the breaks, because like everyone's there and everyone's trying to talk. But I definitely want to say hi to as many people as I possibly can. All right, so Marissa, let's check and see how many followers I have, and see if we have any questions. Wow, almost 2,000 followers. That's pretty good.
That's amazing. I know. I was talking to Shannon here. I was like, that's amazing. You started at 17 at the beginning of this, and you're almost to 2,000 followers on Twitter. I've never heard of Twitter growth that fast.
And neither have I. And looks like they're still confirming the prize winners. But if anyone on there on the video has won the prize, make a comment so we know who it is. I guarantee that Amazon is going to give this prize to one of you, the 2 winners on here. And it looks like we're going to be giving away that other prize within the next 79 followers. I mean, I'm only getting 2,000 entrants, and we're up to 1,911. So that second one should be given away very quickly here.
Great. So we do have a few questions. I just want to encourage everyone, if you do have any questions, you can go ahead and post them right below that video on YouTube. And we are looking at them, and we do have someone monitoring them, so you will get your question answered. So we do have some people who are a little new to Twitter, I think. And so, Mike, if you could cover, how does the giveaway on Twitter get viewed by so many, and where is that balance between you pushing the giveaway link and Twitter pushing it and Amazon pushing it?
Oh, okay, great. It's a great question. So I usually budget about $50 to promote the contest. That runs only for about 1 day. What'll happen is these things go viral. So you have to promote it a little bit. Like Amazon's not going to go out there and automatically promote your contest because companies use these for their employees, people use it for special reasons. They don't want to go out there and promote this thing if you are trying to keep it private. But as soon as you start sharing it, depending on who you give it to, it's human nature. People share these contests out there. So make it a small budget. I mean, literally, if you're doing it, you set a time frame for the giveaway. So it's up to 7 days. You could go out there and launch a giveaway and don't promote it at all other than a Facebook post. You don't even pay for it. Just create a Facebook post, either your personal page or maybe even on your company Facebook page, or go out there, and if you have a Twitter account, post on the Amazon giveaways, tweet to Amazon giveaways. Don't spend any money. See what happens. It might take off all by itself. If after the second day it hasn't, throw a little money. And again, $50 is the most that I would spend on promoting a giveaway.
Okay, and following along that idea of price, can you elaborate just a little bit more on how a person who is doing this can get the amount that they paid back on their own product? Because the question says Amazon pays for your giveaway, but you also get 60% back. So how does that work?
Okay. No. So Amazon doesn't pay for it. You pay for it. So when you launch a giveaway, the one screen I didn't show you because it had my credit card on it was the checkout screen. And so, for example, in my giveaway with Amazon Tap, my checkout screen had 2 products, just like you're buying a product on Amazon. It shows Amazon Tap twice, and you enter your credit card information. You pay for it right there and then. Now, the reason I say you get that money back is you're paying for it, and then once that product sells and ships in your Seller Central account, they're going to reimburse you. They're going to take their 15% commission, and then they're going to take whatever FBA, the pick and pack and the handling fees they charge. Usually that's a flat fee. That's why I say 6%. It could be a little less you get back if it's a cheaper product. If it's a more expensive product, you actually get back maybe closer to 75 or 80%. But that's how it works. You pay for it, Amazon takes your fees, then they reimburse you, and literally you get paid on your next 2-week cycle from Amazon.
Great, thank you. And Ed wanted to know, where's this setting in Seller Central to enable giveaways on your own products?
Okay, so am I sharing my screen right now? Not, right?
You are not. We see your wonderful face.
Okay, that's good, because I'm going to log into, let's see, let me log into an account and go to Settings, Account Info, and hold on, I'm going to look exactly where it's at. Profile. I think it's shipping settings, so bear with me for a second. Oh, you know what? I'll verify this, but I think when I went into promotions, if you hit the giveaway button there, that's where it was going to actually allow you to enable giveaways. So how about this? Let's go on to the next question.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is I'll post under the video once I have that answer.
Okay, perfect. So Kenny wanted to know, how do you shorten the link to your giveaway? I know Elaine answered this directly to Kenny, but can you elaborate for everyone else too?
Oh, yeah. So what I did is I go to a site called Bitly. It's bit.ly. And literally, you don't have to pay for the service. It's a free service. You enter in the long link on that site, and then it'll give you a very short link that's much, much easier to follow. Usually it's still a random number. It's like bit.ly/1497843. Still better than that super long link. However, you can also then change that. So on that same site, Bitly, you can create a custom name for it. And so that's what I did there, is I gave it, Win Alexa. As long as no one else has ever chosen that exact same link, you'll have it available to you. So that's the site that I use for creating that really short link.
And just to clarify, even the customization, is that also free or is that an upcharge?
Totally free.
Wonderful. Awesome. Yep. And so just a reminder to everyone, we do have a few more minutes, so if you have any last-minute questions, get them in while we do have Mike on the line.
Oh, and I do have an answer for the giveaways enablement.
Perfect.
So you go to Settings, it's Fulfillment by Amazon, and then you'll actually have a giveaways option there. And you just need to enable it there.
Perfect. So if everyone got that, just so you know, it is being recorded too, so if you need that exact step later, you can always come back and watch this. It takes a few minutes, but it'll be posted.
And the way that I found that is I actually went to the Seller Central Help and typed in Enable Giveaways. And
perfect.
It popped up right away.
Awesome. So we do have another question. You did touch on this a little bit more, and I know you talked about advertisements, but what are some other ways to do giveaway links? Like, could you put them on a packaging insert for your product? Would that not last enough time because it's only 7 days, you said?
Yeah, that wouldn't work because it's a limited lifespan on a giveaway. I think a better thing to do would be to have a page on if you have a company website, have a page dedicated towards the most current promotion. It could be your current sale, current giveaway. Have that on your product packaging, and then that way, anytime it's right on that page. That's what I would do.
Awesome.
And other ways to promote it, again, email, Facebook, Twitter, those are really the main ways. You could even create a YouTube video talking about a giveaway and guide them to a giveaway. Then I guess in essence you could guide them back to that same video and have a circular loop going on and on and on. I wouldn't do that, but that's another way of doing it.
Okay, and I have one more question for you, and it is, so after you get all these wonderful followers, I mean, you're already up to almost 2,000, I think you might now be at 2,000 by the time I say this. What do you do with them after you get all of them? Do you just try and sell to those people, or how do you make those people not just followers but brand advocates for your company?
That's a great question, and it's one of the things I talked about near the end was think about who you're targeting your giveaway to. So early on, when you just want to get a bunch of followers, I don't really care if I'm going to market to those people because they're just people who want free stuff. The way you do that then is when you have your next giveaway, your second, your third, and your fourth, you target people in your niche. So Facebook does an amazing job of this. They go in there, you type in like, whatever it is you're giving away, just type that in, and they'll show you people that are in that niche. So you want to try to get those people to enter your contest to get them on Twitter. Also, another way to do that is when you are trying to do like I'm trying to think here. What's the way of doing this? It's Facebook usually, but Facebook lookalike audiences. That's what I was going to say. So we take our product registration. So on every product we sell, we have a little link that says join our club, register your product. We get their email address. We periodically upload those into our Facebook account, and I create a lookalike audience. So Facebook has an amazing set of data. So if you have any number of customers and you have their email addresses, upload them, do a lookalike, and then Facebook's going to give you a big list of people that look very much like your customers, and I market to those people. That worked out awesome. We did that for a lightning deal. We promote our lightning deals also. We promoted lightning deals to a lookalike audience. We ran off our lightning deal twice this weekend, where we had to go in and put more products in there. I'll be talking about that on another call, by the way, maybe at the live event too.
Awesome. Good plug. All right, so actually I did lie. We have one more question. And it's not quite with Amazon giveaways, but in this theme of giveaways in general. What website do you recommend for using discounted giveaways to get reviews for a new product? And how do you make sure that the reviews given by people receiving 80% discounted coupons are counted as verified purchases on Amazon reviews?
That's a tough one. I'm not going to lie and say that we've never used a review website. We have. I mean, just going to put that out there. But we only use, how did I say this? You have to research not only the sites, but the people doing the reviews and make sure they're legitimate. You want people to go out there and they always put in that they got this as a steep discount or for free. It's their honest opinion. You want to make sure they're not reviewing a dozen of the same products on the same day. You want to make sure that they're reviewing all kinds of stuff. They're not just giving 5-star reviews. The most important thing is no matter what site you're using, if you're using a site, and again, I don't want to name any sites out there because it's just not a good idea. If you do that, choose one that lets you look up the profiles of the people you're using and look at each person that you ask to buy your product you review, and make sure that's someone that you would really want them to put a review on your product. The best way we do it now is existing customers. We've been building up a list for a while. We ask them, if you want to, we're launching new products, send out an email if you're interested. Go to the site. We give them a coupon for it, and we ask them to share it with their friends. I know people starting off can't do that. That's kind of hard to do, so I hesitate that. But if you're going to use a review site, check out each individual reviewer and make sure they look like they're legit. And then those are the ones that tend to stick and stay around for a while.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. That is all of our questions. If anyone else afterwards you're watching this and you think you might have another one that you didn't quite get to, you didn't get answered, feel free to email us at apm@amazing.com, and we'll get those to Mike to answer. And then, again, I know some people are asking, this is recorded. There's a slight period at the end of this after we leave where it's edited, and then it will be up here to watch again. You can watch the slides again. So, yeah, and again, if anyone has any further interest in this, you can look at Mike's courses, and he is at Summit here in Austin with us.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast next week.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike, for your time. And like I said, anyone, if you have any other questions, email us at apm@amazing.com.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.